So hello folks, welcome to this edition of the announcements for English 102. It's a cold, terrible day out there. Not terrible, but stay warm this weekend, y'all, and enjoy the day off on Monday. I've got some things here, some feedback about Module 1, Lesson 1 and 2, and a little looking ahead. One thing I wanted to say about the Module 1, Lesson 1 voice thing, I was really struck by some of the stereotypes, especially people who are doing the rock concert and how 80-year-olds will be. Maybe that's because I'm a little closer to 80 than y'all are. Um, One thing I noticed, though, with this is that there was more story than voice. Sometimes it was mixed, but sometimes it was just like someone sort of telling facts that would be in a situation like that. And so think a lot more about what voice means and what you got out of the voice information that was in the module. There were some weird details too in the dying of thirst. Some of it read like, an ad for graders or something, and that was a little weird too. Um, so, think really, and I wondered with some of those, I don't know, I'm not going to accuse anyone, but realize that AI, if you're using it for some of this stuff, doesn't have voice and doesn't, I mean, if you tell it to write about ice cream, it's more likely to tell you about all the, and you want to be descriptive. It's more likely to give you that than to help you have the voice of someone who is, dying in the desert. So, anyway, the grades on that are subjective. You're welcome to conference about them. I didn't ding too many people this time for length, but do shoot in paragraphs for 8 to 10 sentences rather than just 3 to 5. Some had only 5, but they were complex sentences and they had lots of details, or others were just really perfunctory. So that's kind of how unless they were just like, I don't think anyone had, so many errors that I couldn't understand it. I might have dinged a point for some of it if there were some errors, but not very much. So you're welcome to have conference if you like. It's not likely to affect the outcome of a 1,000-point course, so keep that in mind. Decide how you want to spend your time. I'm happy to meet with you just to talk about anything really if you want to. The definition essay that's coming up. So I have finished. I'm getting ready to release the feedback on that right now. I decided to as I was reading through it, I realized that I remembered the OED, and I think I put that in a previous announcement. I've got a link out there for you if you want to look in that and see. Maybe that gives you an idea, or just paging through it, you might find a term that is on the same, in the same area, and decide you want to use that instead. Um, so my feedback for you on that, subjective, rambling sometimes, take it with a huge grain of salt. One thing that I did though, as I was thinking about it, was I'm piloting an AI feedback tool in my course this term, and I've gone ahead and created something for you that's worth no points. But if you want to take your proposal and put it in there and then see what the AI says and what kind of feedback it gives you. Maybe for some of you, it gives you an idea about things to think about, or, maybe ways to approach it, things like that. You can ask it, I think, a follow-up question. You can put 2 in there. Like you put 1 in, then you can do a second one if you want to like refine your topic proposal a little bit and then put it back in. So that's there for you. The only way it's worth points is if you decide you want to write a reflection of at least 250 words, talking about your experience with it, like it, how it was helpful, what it maybe told you, ways that it completely misunderstood what you were trying to do. All of that is part of what we're dealing with AI. So if it helps you see that more clearly, that's awesome. Um, for the course lectures, yeah, I'm not a fan of a lot of stuff that's in there so far. One thing that here, let me just go to uh, my the course, and I want to show you where I'm putting things that I think will be more helpful. So let's go to this course, share it. All right, so in here, if you scroll down, I guess I should be in here as a student. Hold on. All right, now I want to make sure that things are open, that you'll see it. So here we are, and going down here. Do me a favor, as long as I'm here, do not click on this little envelope in the icon in the course to send me email, because it goes to my spam folder. That's what I meant in the beginning of the syllabus. Actually use my real email from Gateway. I'm much more likely to be able to take care of whatever it is you want. And it also helps me have a better record back and forth. So anyway, going on down here, this is what I want to show you. I have an alternate readings and resources area. As I find things that I'm going to use in my face-to-face classes, I may put some stuff in here. So the AI feedback tool that I'm talking about right now, this is in this folder, and it's just clicking into this link. It will take you out to that the AI. You don't have to have an account. My account is what's kind of covering you, and so you can put that in there if you choose to. Information's here, and there's some instructions. A little bit later in the term, this assignment calculator from the University of Minnesota Library is going to be helpful. But if you know already what your, if you look at the syllabus and you see that your research paper, persuasive research paper, is due at X time, you could plug stuff in now, and you could learn some things about the different milestones, the different activities that people go through. I'll talk about it more later. Essay structure resources. Right now, I've only got one of these videos. I think I mentioned it in an announcement also. This is one is from the University of Hull in the UK. If you want to understand how academic writing is at a level that's not really basic, then that would be someplace to go. I'll put more things in there as I find them, and I'll try to tell you about them. Revision editing resources, this stuff is here. As I think I said in my syllabus, if you want to do a revision assignment, you do not have to talk to me. You just have to let me know that you're doing it so I can assess it, let me know what's done. And it has to follow all of these instructions, and you only get one shot at it. So if you'd like to have a conference, just to clarify, I strongly suggest that you do that. A couple of people were doing words that I thought would be really helpful. So I went ahead and opened up these two things in the literacy narrative resources. Bird by Anne Lamott has some words like perfectionism that are in there. But I think it's a good thing for anybody to read as a writer, especially here at the beginning of the term. So this is what's in here right now. Here's my email address if you need it. So I guess that's what I have for you right now. I'll stop rambling and let you get on with things that you're doing. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll look forward to seeing your work in the next module. Thanks.